This could not have been an easy decision for you. When I left 4 years ago, it wasn't an easy decision to make either. But this, I mean, you're in a news organization, Ben, you're used to your bosses standing up for you and having your back. And what really struck everybody so odd is nobody did that with Michelle.
Yeah, that's what struck me. I mean, listen, every website has its editorial bent. Breitbart has been pro-Trump for quite a while. I didn't like that. It's not something I was in favor of. But this is a whole different horse. It's a horse of a whole different color. And the fact that you now have a situation where your own reporter goes out, is grabbed by the campaign manager for the candidate you love most, that you treasure and desire above all, and he grabs her by the arm and leaves bruises, hard enough to leave bruises, and then you immediately basically leave her to the wolves, and not only leave her to the wolves, but then proceed to go out and push an article that suggests that she got the story wrong, and that not only she got the story wrong, but so did Ben Terrace of the Washington Post, who backed up her story, and instead basically shill for the Trump campaign. That was the final straw for me. Any publication of any sort that refuses to side with the truth and with its own reporter and instead sides with a campaign that it feels allegiance to, that's not a news organization, that's a propaganda outlet.
It's basically the Media Matters of the Right, which the website has long campaigned against.
Well, I mean, Media Matters is at least honest about its mission. I'm not even sure that it rises to that level. I mean, at least Media Matters hasn't sold out its own employees. There's no, I've never heard of anything like it, honestly. I've never seen a situation in which the editors at an outlet specifically overrode a true story that one of their own reporters was stating, and instead decided to side with the people who were actually bullying that reporter. It's an amazing thing.
Because Lewandowski, I mean, we have the physical evidence, we have the witness, the eyewitness, we have Lewandowski's own admission originally, which was published in Daily Beast, and then of course you have multiple videos, multiple angles, and the argument, Ben, went from, oh well, he didn't grab her, to, oh well, he didn't grab her that hard, and then the website saying, well, you know, it looks like, oh, who knows, maybe it looks like she made it up, or it was Secret Service, blaming it on Secret Service, which you had mentioned earlier. The narrative changed so quickly, and there was one passage in one article that I had read where when Matthew Boyle, who was Michelle's editor there in D.C., when he had reached out to Corey Lewandowski and the Trump campaign to talk about this, he was even so much, it seemed as though he was trying to build the narrative, like, oh, well, maybe it was a misunderstanding. You don't want this to blow up to be a big thing. That's not media.
No, it isn't. I read that article as well, and nothing here was treated as a normal media outlet would treat it. Look, I'm a pro-Cruz guy. I run a website called Daily Wire, and Daily Wire, you know, I'm obviously an advocate for Senator Cruz's candidacy. If Senator Cruz were to grab one of my reporters, a gal named Pardis, for example, if he were to grab her by the arm, or if his campaign manager, Nick Muslin, if you were to grab Pardis by the arm and bruise her arm, the first thing that I would do is demand an apology. And if he didn't give me an apology, I would go big with it. And I'd probably go big with it anyway. I mean, the fact is that it's a news story when campaign managers grab people and bruise them. And you don't have the right to do that to anybody.